Welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris and I help people to find their center. In this video, I'm going to share with you the truth about people with special needs that no one tells you. The truth about people with autism, ADHD, ADD, bipolar, schizophrenia, or somebody that has or identifies with special needs, or as I like to call them, special abilities. I have a background of 15 plus years of working with this population, adults and children, through various organizations, through mentoring, through being a case manager, through being a job coach, and working in residential for a very short time. Plus my own experience as being someone who has ADHD and autism. And my brother was born, he's 10 years younger than me, so since I was 10 years old, I've been kind of immersed in working with people with special abilities and special needs. The truth about these beings that no one tells you is several. Number one is that they came here to help. They're one of the waves of volunteers that Dolores Cannon talks about in her texts. Waves of volunteers that came in to help raise the vibration on the planet. How? By teaching people compassion, teaching people how to be authentic and bold, and how to break out of the matrix box and not be pigeonholed into a system that has no flexibility or no room for people to be themselves. So these beings volunteered, and a lot of them are very advanced souls. I just did a reading with someone who's super gifted, and I'll put her information down below, and she was telling me how only advanced souls sign up for this kind of purpose. It's no secret that being here on Earth is a really difficult thing and really challenging at times. Why? Because this planet is not advanced. This planet is still asleep and still in its infancy stages of spiritual awakening. And people with special needs are starseeds, lightworkers, xmen that came here to wake up the vibration on the planet, to get you to stop being so rigid and stale and stuck in your definitions, and to wake up and be more compassionate, which is more heart-centered. That's more 4D and above. And a lot of times these people were kind of pushed by others to get, people with special needs a lot of times are pigeonholed to, conform to society's standards, where I believe that society should be a little bit more flexible. The system should be a little bit more flexible to people that need to be shown how to ground their energy, to individuals that have a lot of energy, that it's really confining and limiting to be pigeonholed into a physical vessel in a harsh planet that still goes to war over energy, that still goes to war based on a lack mentality when there's more than enough. A lot of starseeds and people with autism, ADHD, and so on and so forth come from higher dimensions where they're able to manifest things instantly, where there's telepathy, where there's no limiting physical speech. Telepathy, telepathy, telekinesis, bilocation are just some of the examples. Think Harry Potter. The truth about these beings is that they came here to wake up. They are some of the first wavers, some of the volunteers, and it's not easy to be someone with special needs. It's not easy to be here on this planet. And I worked for a lot of companies that tried to get them to conform to society's standards instead of society, adopting and flexing a little bit in that regard. And one of the things I really appreciate about Abraham Hicks is that this is something that I've heard Abraham Hicks talk about, is the main reason that people with special needs came here is to be bold, is to create flexibility in a rigid system. And let's face it, the matrix, the 3D programming has been stuck and stagnant for too long. We've been too stuck focusing on ego, focusing on surface things that don't matter. People with autism, people with ADHD, bipolar, they're picking up on the truth. They're picking up on the collective consciousness, which goes so much deeper. There's so much more than we're being told. There's so much more out there. But we're stuck on Instagram and looking at movie stars who are part of the matrix, who are, not all of them, but a lot of them are plugged in and have forgotten their divinity and sold their souls for, billions of dollars, while a lot of people are starving, while people with special needs, I used to work for an agency that paid them pennies on the dollar week after week to do menial tasks. The company I used to work for wasn't as bad, where they help them, to try to like do volunteer work in the community. They tried to help give them job skills, which isn't so bad, but they weren't allowed to be themselves. They were forced to try to adhere to a system that absolutely made no sense. They tried to give them a false sense of power by saying, oh, they could be a part of, this organization by having some input, but they don't take a lot of their needs seriously. The top guy in the company was making billions of dollars, while a lot of the, the workers that actually did the work, were lucky to have jobs, so to speak. Where the guys, some of them, they were given $250 a year by the state of New York to get new clothes. Yeah, and that budget has been in place since the 1980s. So you tell me how many outfits you can get for $250 in New York, which is one of the most expensive places in the United States and in the world to live. Tell me how that's fair. So anyway, back to the challenge, back to the truth about people with special needs, is that they came here to make you wake up. They came here to make you realize that you're a starseed, that you're a light worker, and that you need to share your mission in whatever way that is, and that's to be bold, to be authentic. A lot of them respected me and appreciated me because I never tried to get them to conform to my standards. I adapted and adopted the way that each of them communicated to me, but I gave them a general template, a basic earth element, practical like foundation to ground their energy, structure, discipline. I showed a lot of them how to, we had a routine, we had a set schedule and a set routine, and a lot of them got to pick out where they wanted to go. I coordinated based on everybody's needs, the group majority instead of one individual. We had to work together, and it's not easy to coordinate 5 to 6 people to try to get them to, meet everybody's needs, but that's what I did. I helped them to illuminate their best choices because I'm a yellow solar seed. I'm a yellow seed, yellow human, planting those seeds, and my mission here is to influence free will wisdom, to help them illuminate their choices, which is best based on their highest good for each individual, and they taught me how to do that. So the truth about people with special needs and special abilities is that they're starseeds, light workers from higher dimensions, here to anchor in the rainbow light frequency, here to anchor in messages of unity, of love, and they're not here to be pigeonholed by anyone or the system that tells them that they're less than because they may be in a wheelchair, because they may be nonverbal. And they're super gifted if you choose to listen to them, if you choose to, adapt and adopt and adjust your way of interacting with them. And it may take some flexibility on your part. I know they've taught me a lot. I've been a teacher to them, but I've also been a student to them as well, and learn how to be authentic and learn how to speak my truth without fear. A lot of them speak up. A lot of people with autism just say it like it is with no filter, and I really appreciate that level of authenticity. That takes bravery, that takes guts, and a lot of people try to suppress them and push them into this box. So again, the truth about people with special needs or special abilities that no one tells you is that they're here to be educators. They're here to teach higher levels of compassion, that they're rainbow light workers and star seeds that have come here as first wavers to wake up the planet and introduce flexibility, compassion, and authenticity into a system that is stuck and fake, which is the matrix, and to wake us up from that fear-based programming. So I hope you like this video. Again, say hi, Lacey. Hi. That's my niece Lacey, a star seed. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Peace and unity. Say hi, Gavin.
Hello.
Say peace, bye.
Peace, bye. Peace,